So back in the swing of things, there's a lot of activities happening, lots on the calendar, comings and goings, a lot of activities out in the forest happening, maintenance projects, got meetings here, work that needs to be done to support all the activities that we do and all the travels that people are going on in the next couple of months. So there's a lot to do. And the image that comes up, I was talking about it at tea time the other day, was sometimes it feels like there's a bit of a hurricane of activity going on. But there's this place that we can watch it all from and not get swept up in the swirling winds, and that's the eye of the hurricane. As you know, it's a place of stillness. You can have 100-mile-an-hour winds blowing everything to pieces all around it, but in the center of the hurricane there's this point of stillness that moves with the hurricane. So, it's good to try and see if we can keep our focus of attention in that still, quiet spot inside of ourselves too, that is moving about with lots of activity, lots of things, lots of people coming and going, conversations happening, decisions to be made, but to tap in and reference that inner stillness as your basic point of reference. Trying to remind ourselves to keep returning to home. It can be experienced as a physical location inside the body, but it's really as much a mental location, just that point of stillness that knows all the activity that's going around. It participates, but doesn't get wrapped up in and swirled around. We like to try and control the environment as much as we can, to keep it peaceful and to keep it organized. Work Monk does an incredible job of organizing all of this, and then those of us in the office, we do our own organization. So we try and control it to some extent, just like fires. Sometimes you can't actually put out a wildfire. We've seen that happen. They just keep on going, but you try and contain it or try and control it. So it's or sometimes light a counter fire, a controlled fire. So we try and also, it seems like there should be a way to have a controlled hurricane to keep the winds blowing, but not causing excessive damage. But really, even as much as we can control the hurricane, there's still going to happen, and we still have to come back to that quiet, still point of reference that knows the activity, knows what our motivations are, knows what our intentions are towards goodness, towards service, generosity, and can just operate from a point of responsibility, having the ability to respond to a situation, but not reactivity, not constantly creating chaos, but just watching the activity and being very conscious of how we operate within that. So, just a few words for this morning's reflection.